Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called No by Kara Joan Kalinowski. Kalinowski? Kara Jo Kalinowski. And here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules applied, which means place the digits 1 through 9 once each in every row, column, and 3x3 box. We also have Killer Cage Sudoku, where the sum of the digits inside a cage is equal to the clue marked on the cage if given. So, for example, these two digits add up to 7, these two digits add up to 10. So for example, if this were, say, a 3, this would have to be a 7 because these two digits must add up to 10. That's an example of how Killer Cage Sudoku works. We have on the green German whisper line, or as I like to call them, the whisper in 5 lines, adjacent digits must have a difference of 5 or more. So for example, if this were, say, a 3, this would have to be an 8 or a 9, because those are the only digits which are 5 or more away from 3. And that's an example of how German whisper lines work. We have digits on a magenta Renban line form a set of consecutive digits, without repeats. So for example, you could have on this Renban line something like 4, 5, 7, 6. And that would be valid because they form a set of consecutive digits without repeats. And that's an example of how Renban lines work. And then finally we have a digit inside a maximum cage, seen in the lower right, so these are the maximums, must be greater than all orthogonally adjacent cells, excluding other cells inside of the cage. So this cell must be greater than these two cells, because this cell, orthogonally adjacent cells means that cells sharing an edge, essentially. So this cell has to be greater than this one, but we don't know what the difference is between these two because they're both in the same cage. So this is a maximum cage that they're in. They have to be just greater than cages that they share an edge with that are outside the cage. So as an example, this could be something like 3, 1, and 2. And this would be valid because this cell is greater than both of these cells outside the cage, which share an edge with it. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. So, on a whisper 5 line, or German whisper line, you cannot have a digit, you cannot have a 5 on that line. Because if you subtract 5 or more from 5, you get 0 or less, which is not a normal Sudoku digit. And if you add 5 or more to 5, you get 10 or more, which is not a digit. So 5 in those boxes have to be here, here, and since 5 has to be one of these two digits in box 1, it cannot be here, so this is 5 here. And then same here, this can't be 5, so one of these two is 5. That means in row 5, where is 5? It has to be one of those 3 cells. In box 7, where is the 5? It has to be either here or one of those 3. That means in row 2, where is the 5? It must be one of those 3 cells there. And in addition, we have 2 possible digits, which can be next to 1 unique digit on a German whisper line. But the problem with that is that, well, not the problem, but basically on a whisper 5 line or a German whisper line, you always alternate between low digits and high digits on the German whisper line. So if this is a low digit, this must be a high digit, which makes this a low digit, which makes that a high digit. And the reason why you know that is what digits can be next to a low digit, which is 1 through 4. Well, 1 can be next to 6 through 9, 2 can be next to 7 through 9, 3 can be next to 8 or 9, and 4 can be next to 9. So 1 through 4 must always be next to a digit from 6 through 9, which is a high digit. And you have the same vice versa, right? 9 can be next to 1 through 4, 8 can be next to 1 through 3, 7 can be next to 1 or 2, and 6 has to be next to 1. So therefore, you'll always alternate between low digits and high digits on a German whisper line or a whisper 5 line. Now the thing is, this whatever this set is must be the opposite set as this. So it's the same set as that. So these two are the same set, which means that there are opposite sets of these, which means this is the same set as this. That's an opposite set, and this is the same set. So these two cells have to be from the same set, which means the other set's digit, which can only be next to one digit, which 4 and 6 are, they cannot be on the whisper 5 line, right? They have to be off the line. So that means this is guaranteed either to be 4, 5, or 6, and this is 4, 5, or 6, and that's guaranteed. And the reason for that is because, again, even though these two could be next to a single digit on a whisper 5 line, the problem is they're from the same set. So it can't be both 4 and 6 there. So one of them has to be off the line because, again, these are the same set, so that's only one accounted for. And then the rest are next to 2 unique digits on a whisper 5 line. So that means that's why this is 4, 5, or 6. This is 4, 5, or 6. Since this is only 4, 5, or 6, this must be 1, 2, or 3, which means this is a low digit. This is a high digit. Low, high, low, high, and low. That means for the digit that can only be next to one unique digit, that's a high digit, has to be here not on the whispered 5 line. So this has to be a 5, 6 pair. And since this has to be 1 or 2 with the 5 or 6. This is 1 or 2. Where is the 4 then in this box? It has to be here. So this is 4, which must be next to 9. This digit must be next to 2 unique digits, and we know a 3 has to be one of these cells that is next to 2 unique digits on the whisper 5 line. And it must be next to 8 or 9. So this is 3, which makes this 8 or 9. That makes this 1 or 2, and this a 7. Well, we have the same pattern for this one, so we cannot have high digits at all here. So these must be all low digits, which forces these to be a high digit here. That means this has to be a 4, 5 pair, because again, for the digit that's only has one unique digit that can be next to on a whisper 5 line, we cannot have a low digit be one of those. So it has to be then 6, 7, 8, 9 here, and this is 1, 2, 3. So since this is 1, 2, 3, we have a 1, 2, 3 triplet here because these digits must be next to 2 unique digits on a whisper 5 line because it cannot be 4. That leaves 4, 5, 6 as the remaining digits in row 2. Well, that means this cannot be 4, 6 to add up to 10. This cannot be 3, 7. This is 1, 9, or 2, 8 here. Okay. What else do we have? We have to have a 3 and a 7 on this Renban line because the seven digits that form a consecutive set would be 1 through 7, 2 through 8, and 3 through 9. So 3 can't be here, so 3 has to be one of these digits. 7 again has to be on the line, so 7's one of those 3 digits. That means this digit has to be 1, 2, 8, or 9. We're not sure which. Okay. On this Whisper 5 line here, we have a 1 2 1 2 pair in the column. So, and again, one of these is low and one of these is high, because high and low digits have to be next to each other on a Whisper 5 line. So one of these is low. Well, it's next to whatever digit, whichever one it is here, it has to be next to two unique digits on the Whisper 5 line, right? This is next to two unique digits, and this is next to two unique digits. So we're guaranteed a 3 here. The 3 can only be next to 8 or 9 on the Whisper 5 line, and 8 can never be here. So where can the 8 be if it's next to 3 on the Whisper 5 line? It has to be one of these two digits, which means this is a 3-8 pair. There has to be a 9 here. We're not sure where. We also know 4 and 6 cannot appear on this Whisper 5 line because, again, they must be next to only one unique digit on a Whisper 5 line, and all of these are next to 2. So this has to be a 4, 5, 6 triplet. This must be a 4, 5, 6 triplet there, which means this has to be 4, 5, and 6. And this can't be 5. Well, actually, this could be 5. No, it can't. If this were 5, and the reason why we know that is this is 4, 5, or 6. This is 4, 5, or 6. That eliminates 4, 5, and 6 in the rest of these boxes. So where are the 4, 5, and 6? Then in row 5, they all have to be these cells. If this were 5, that would mean this is 4 and 6 next to each other on the Renban line. But to form a consecutive set, we require a 5. So this cannot be 5 here. Therefore, you're guaranteed a 5 here. So this must be either 2, 3, 4, 5, or 5, 6, 7, 8, guaranteed. Because this is with 5, with 4, without the 6. So without the 6, that makes it 2, 3, 4, 5 that the Renban has to be. Or it's 5 or 6 without the 4, which makes that 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 2, 3, or 7, 8 here, guaranteed. But we don't know which one it is. Okay. This cannot be 5 or 6 because of the 5, 6 pair in the column. So this is 4, which eliminates 4 here and 4 here. This can't be 4, 5 because of the 4, 5 pair in the column. So this is 6, which eliminates 6 here and 6 here. Nine is here. Therefore, 7 must be one of these two digits here. So this is 7 with 1 or 2. And we have 9 with 1 or 2 here. Okay. We have a guaranteed low digit here. We have a low digit here, so that means we have 4 low digits already in column 3. This is 1 or 2, and it must be... It could be with 8 or 6, actually. We don't know. Can't be 7 because 7 is guaranteed here. Therefore, this digit must be 5, 6, or 8. Because it cannot be 1 or 2, because one of these is guaranteed to be low, one of these is guaranteed to be low. We have 4 lows in column 3. Okay. Remaining digits in column 1. We have 4, 5, 6, and 9. Interesting. If it's 6 and 9, that would force this to be a 7-8 pair. But that's not possible because of the 8 in the column. So this cannot ever be 9 here. Where is the 9 then on this in row 1 or column 1? It has to be here. So this is either, well, we guaranteed a 4 here. So that needs a 5 on the Renban, but the 5 cannot be here. It cannot be 4 and 6 because that would eliminate 5 from this column. So this must be 4 and 5 here on this Renban. And they cannot have a 6 because you can't have a 5, 6 in column 2. So this must be 2 and 3. That eliminates 2 and 3 in the rest of the column, so this is 1, 9. That forces this to be a 2, 7 pair because of the 1, 9 pair in the box. This 4, 5 pair eliminates 4 and 5 in the rest of the column, so this is 6, this is 5. That means this cannot be 5 here, it's 6 or 8. This can't be 2 here because of the 2, 7 pair in the column, so this must be 1 with 6 or 8 here. That leaves this digit as a 7. None of these can be next to... So 6 and 8 can only be next to 1, 2, or 3. So as a low, this is 1, 2, or 3. But the high could be any amount of digits. So 6, 7, 8, 9 is possible here. Okay. What else do we have? This is either 2 lows or 2 highs here. If this is 2 lows, that would mean these cannot be low because we already have 3 lows in the row, and this would be 5 rows, which is not possible. So if this is 2, 3, this has to be 1. And it would be surrounded by 7, 8, or 9. So that's possible. 1 with 7, 8, or 9. If this is 2, 3. If this is 7, 8, this has to be 9 for the same reasoning. And this is 1, 2, 3. So those are the possibilities we have. We know these digits cannot be 1 or 9. Okay. Anyways, okay. On this okay, in box 8, where are the 7 and 9? Only one of these can be 7 or 9, because again, you alternate between lows and high digits on a Whisper 5 line. So that means the other one has to be here. So there has to at least be a 7 here. It could be 7 and 9, or it could just be 9. And if this is 9, it's guaranteed that there's a 7 here. But if there's a 9 here, that would force this to be 6, 7, 8, 9 as a Renban, and that would eliminate all possibilities for the high in this pair, which is not allowed. So this can never be 9, which means the 9 has to be here, guaranteed, and this has to have a 7. Since this has a 7, it has to be either 8, 7, 6, 5, 7, 6, 5, 4. So this is guaranteed to be a 9. So this has to be 9 with 1, 2, or 3 here, which eliminates 9 here. And 9 cannot be either of these, so 9 has to be one of these two. That means this can't be 9 either. Where's the 9 in column 5? It has to be one of these two cells. So this is 7. Again, it could be either 8765 or 7654. So we're guaranteed a 7, a 6, and a 5 on this Renban. And we're either with 4 or 8. That means we cannot have 5, 6, or 7, or 9 here. Okay, so this can't be 4, 5, or 6 because of the 4, 5, 6 triplet in the column. That only means this has to be 7 and 8, which forces this to be 5 and 6 to be a Renban. So this is a 5, 6, 7, 8 Renban, which eliminates 5 in this column because of the 5, 6 pair. So therefore this is 4, that's 5. The remaining digits then are 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this can't be 4 because of the 4 in the column. This can't be 4 because of the 4, 5 pair in the column, so this must be a 4 then. Okay. Um. Hmm. So 9 is one of these two. 6 cannot be in column 6 because of the 5 6 pair in the column. So this can't be 6. Where is the 6 in box 2? It has to be here. So this is 6, which is next to 1, which must be next to 7 because 7 is next to 2 unique digits here. Actually, is that guaranteed? We don't know that. This is 7 or 8. These can't be 1. This is 7, 8, or 9. 7, 8, or 9. I guess you could have 7 here. This can't be a 7. Because if this were a 7, it would have to be guaranteed to be next to a 3 on a Whisper 5 line, which is never allowed. So 7 has to be one of these two cells, which eliminates 7 in the rest of the row. So where is 7 on this Ren band? It has to be here. So this is 7. This is 8, 9. This can no longer be 1, so this low digit here must be 2 or 3, which means it cannot be next to 6 on the Whisper 5 line, so this is a 1, 8 pair, which eliminates 1 and 8 in the rest of the column, so this is 6. This can't be 1 again. 1 is one of these two digits then. Remaining digits in row 7 are 2, 3, 5, and 8. Okay, this 7 eliminates 7 in the rest of the column. So if this is a 7, 8 pair, this is 8, and this would have to be 7, so this can never be 8 there. Remaining digits in column 5 are 1, 2, 3, and 9. Okay, but if this were 3, it would be guaranteed to be next to 8 or 9, but neither of these could be 9. Because this must be 9 and this must be 9. So this can't ever be 3. Okay, we have a guaranteed 3 here. So we have 3 with 1, 2, 8, or 9 as possibilities. We're not sure which. Let's see. What else do we have? Okay, whatever set this is, so we're going to make this green and pink. This has to be the opposite set. This is the same. This is the same as these. This is the opposite. You cannot have these two be the same as green, because then you have 4 greens, but we still don't account for the 4 or 6 yet, which means this is too many. So this must be green, which forces this to be pink. This cannot be the 3, 8, or the 2, 7 green, so this cannot be 2. This is 1, 9 guaranteed, so this is a 1, 9 pair, which eliminates 1 and 9 in the rest of the column and the box, so this can't be 1. Therefore, this must be a 1 here. 1 and 9 have to be next to 2, 3, 7, 8. We don't know which. We don't have too much. Okay, so these are green. Yeah, these are green, and this is pink. So we need another 1, 9 in row 6. So this must be 1 or 9, and it must be the green 1 or 9. Therefore, both of these are pink. Um, that doesn't tell us too much. Anyways, the remaining digits in row 4, again, are 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. 7 cannot be here because of the 7 in the column. This digit is next to 2 unique digits, and it's greater than them, so it has to be 3 through 9. Obviously can't be 7 because of the 7 here. Hmm. This digit is greater than this must be at least 2. So this is less than this digit, and this is less than this digit. But where are the 5 and 8 in this box 9? It has to be one of these 3 cells. These cannot be 5 or 8. That's interesting. Hmm. Okay. Oh, this is 6. That eliminates 6 here. So this must be 5 and 2, which makes this 1, which makes that 6. 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 4 and 5. This then has to be a 2, 8, 1, a 1, 9 pair because we eliminated 2, 8 as a possibility. This 1, 9 pair eliminates 1 and 9 here, so this is 8, which forces this to be 9. That forces this to be 7, which forces this to be 2 to be next to it on a whisper 5 line. That makes this 3. So this cannot be 3 or 8, it's 2 or 7. This can't be 2 or 7, it's 3 or 8. This must be the pink 1, 9. And it has to be, then, this is the green 1, 9. That eliminates 1, 9 in the rest of the box. This must be 2, 3, and 8. This has to be the green 2, 8 because the P2, 8 needs to be on this Ren band to make sure that this is consecutive. Okay, these are both pink. This cannot be, so this can't be 1 or 9 because we already have a 1, 9 pair in the column. This cannot be, so this could be pink 1, 9 here. This then has to be green because it can't be the pink 2, 7 or the pink 3, 8. Those are there. This is green, guaranteed. One of these is pink. We're not sure which. Ah, where is the 1 in column 9 now? None of these could be 1. These can't be 1, and these can't be 1, so this must be a 1 here. Which means all the greens are high digits, and all the pinks are lows. So this must be low. That's 1, which makes this 9. That's a 9. This is 1, that's 9. 1, 9. So this is 2 and 3. This is 8 and 7. This is 3 and 2. This is 8 and 7. That eliminates 3 from this column. This 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 3, which means this can't be 3. This is 2, 5, and 8. That eliminates 2 in the rest of the box. This cannot be 8. It's a 2, 3 pair, which eliminates 8, 2 here, so this is 8. This cannot be, this has to be low, so this is 2 and 3, which means this is 7 or 8. This can't be 7, this can't be 8 or 9 because of 8, 9 pair in the column, so this is 7, which makes this 8. That eliminates 8 in the rest of column 7. This also can't be 8 because of the 8 in column 8, so this must be an 8 here, which makes this a 9 to be greater than it. So this must be 9, which eliminates 9 here. This can no longer be 7 here because it must be smaller than that cell. This 9 eliminates 9 here, so that's 2 and 9. 2 can only be next to 8 on the Whisper 5 line out of 1 and 8, so this is 1. This 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 3 and 2. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 7 and 8. This can't be 1, so this cell cannot be 3 because it must be greater than this. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so this is 4, 6, which is greater than 3 or 4. We have a 3, 4, 5, 6 quadruplet. Actually, we have a 4, 5, 6 triplet in row 9, which eliminates 4, 5, and 6 in the rest of the row. This can't be 4, so it's 3, which makes this 7. This can't be 3 or 7. Where is... This 3 eliminates 3 here, so this is 2, which makes that 3. This must be a 4, 5 pair, which means this has to be 6, because this must be 2, 3, 4, 5 as a run band. That eliminates 6 here. This 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 2, which makes this 3. This 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 5 and 2. 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 4 and 5. This can't be 4, 5, or 4, 5, so this must be 6. That leaves this not as 4, 6, it's 1. This can't be 5 or 6, so it's 4, which makes this 5. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 6, which makes this 5. That's 6. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 4, which makes that 5. And therefore, this is a 4. No! And that's a solution. Yeah, pretty interesting interactions here. Nice use of the Whisper 5 lines to limit things a lot. And the Renben, actually. That was pretty cool. Pretty interesting interactions between these. Yeah. Overall, nice job. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.